My name is Lynne Hills, and I'm an occupational therapist for working as a wheelchair therapist for the MND Association. I'm based at the National Hospital of Neurology and Neurosurgery at Queen Square. This presentation looks at our activities of daily living and how we can support individuals living with MND. The activities of daily living are the things that we have skillfully learnt to do and may take for granted, such as eating and drinking, personal care, which includes bathing, dressing and toileting, mobility and transfers, accessing technology such as our phones, computer and TV, and our work roles and responsibilities including parenting. Being able to do these activities independently gives us autonomy. Changing levels of mobility and independence mean that many people with MND will need help with these activities. The intimate nature of some of these tasks makes it a sensitive area, and it is important to understand that not everyone will be open to help straight away. MND does not normally affect bladder or bowel function, although changes in diet or reduced fluid intake may result in constipation and discomfort. In addition, loss of mobility can make it hard to get to the toilet quickly enough. This can be very distressing for people with MND. Enabling a person to make decisions and express their preferences can help ensure they maintain a role in coordination of their care and stay in control. Although some cognitive limitations may occur, the individual almost always has the capacity to understand and make informed decisions about their care. MND can rapidly affect a person's ability to carry out their activities of daily living, and a coordinated team approach is essential in maintaining independence. By anticipating these changes and planning ahead, individuals may be supported to remain independent for as long as possible. With an anticipatory approach, we would look to make early referrals to local services, and such services may include early referrals to the wheelchair service for assessment and provision, early referral to local teams to support equipment provision and environmental adaptations, such as occupational therapy and environmental control services, access to available grants whilst being aware that some services may be subject to means testing. It is important to provide accurate information and advice so that the client can make an informed decision about any changes that can be made. So if we look at the support that can be given for functional independence, MND affects people in different ways, but most will experience some form of physical disability. This will affect movement and mobility, although the rate of progression can vary widely. Lack of mobility presents a number of challenges for a person with MND and for those caring for them. Changes can happen rapidly, and the needs may change faster than services can respond. It is important, therefore, to plan sensitively and as early as possible for future needs for the person of MND and their family. It is important that local services are on board to help support their immediate and changing needs, and such support might include small aids and equipment to assist with daily living, such as adapted cutlery, toothbrushes, which may also include functional splinting. In the early stages of mobility impairment, individuals may use walking aids such as walking sticks, foot supports, rollator or Zimmer frames, and sensitive discussions need to be made about the longer term solutions such as power chairs, which are important when discussing anticipatory provision. This will also include the assessment of access into their property. One of the first tasks for many people with MND is to make changes to their bathroom and install equipment, especially handrails, toilet raisers, bath or shower seats, and cleaning toileting solutions. People living at home are likely to need specialist equipment and adaptations to promote an accessible environment. Equipment may include ramps, level access facilities, a stair or through-floor lift. A full moving and handling assessment will identify the moving and handling needs of a person with MND and also their carers' needs. This might include safe techniques for moving and handling, how the limbs, head and neck should be supported during transfers, and equipment that may be helpful such as slide sheets, hoists, profiling bed, riser and recliner chairs, and transfer equipment. By putting some simple and effective processes in place, the person with MND can be supported to maintain their dignity and keep in as much control over their personal care and environment as possible. For example, you might ask the person with MND what they would like to do for themselves and support them to achieve that. Prepare things in advance and set up a routine. Ensure privacy in all areas of personal care, as it is vital that personal space is respected. And ensure compassion. This final slide shows some of the resources available through the MND Association, which should help to support the information in this presentation. Many thanks for listening to this presentation. If there are any topics that require further information, I would suggest contacting your local occupational therapist for support. Thank you.